Okay, this section I'm going to show you the web gallery of art site and just quickly how to navigate it. It really is a wonderful site. So here's the icon head for the website called Web Gallery of Art. You just Google it and you'll find it. And then this is the home page. And when you go from the home page, go to artists and click on artists, and there are just a slew of of artists for you to go through. And they really are encyclopedic. So from A to Z, and then I'll choose R for Rubens. And there are several artists. You'll scroll down in the R section, and they're just in the R section alone, there are 6 pages. And then I'll find Rubens on page 5. Peter Paul Rubens here. I'll click on him. And then after that, you get a little bit of his birth date and time of place of death, and also all the categories of what his works are under, and generally they're chronological for each artist. I'm going to go into portraits here until 1629, and we'll click on this adorable painting here of a young girl, and you notice it comes right up nicely up in there. So look at the quality of the image, and of course you could go really small at 25%, 50%, 75, 100, 150, 200. If you want to do like an eye study or a nose or a mouth, that's great for that. And you can actually go Command plus, and if you're using a Mac, which I am MacBook Pro, you could even get this to go even larger for head and eye studies. But you can see that you can fit the head in really nicely for great head studies or portrait studies. So this is what I use for all mine. And you know, I used to use books all the time, but you would have to go to the library and grab hundreds, or not hundreds, but dozens of books at a time that can be quite large, which I still recommend. They're great reproductions, but you know, we are in the digital age, and the amount of information, high quality digital information, is at your fingertips now, and it's accessible so easily. So I don't see why we wouldn't do that. You know, for instance, if you wanted to do work on this particular head study, just click on the icon and then enlarge it or decrease it according to your needs, and then you're ready to go and draw from. So since my video editing technology is pretty crude, and I'm not charging, I certainly wouldn't charge my own students for sure, because I already paid tuition, but for the national and international people out there watching, to keep these free. So the editing is going to be pretty crude and basic. So what I'll do is I'll talk a little bit about what image I'm drawing from, and I may show you with a little printout next to where I'm starting to sketch in the camera, but I won't digitally embed it in the image and make it really slick. Otherwise it would take too long, and it would be too impractical without charging. So anyway, I think you get the idea. Let's do one more. Let's say, for instance, you wanted to do a Velázquez. Maybe you wanted to do one of his famous portraits. So we go and find Velázquez here under alphabetically. So we're VEL. We're getting close there. And here he is, Diego Rodriguez. Let's do portraits here. Maybe paintings between 1631. So he was a court painter, so there were several. We might come down here to King Philip and click on that icon, and you can see it's smaller, so you could blow that up to 200. That might be good enough for you. If it's not, then you could choose another image. We'll go back. And let's see if we can find something else through here. Yes, this might work right in through here. And we would increase that. Maybe that's a little too large. Maybe go to 100. That's perfect. And then there you go. So you have it. So each sketch or each study, you can find a different viewpoint. And you really, there's millions of images to choose from at your leisure if you want. Okay, so if you have any questions on that, let me know. This little section will be embedded back into the overall video. But that's how I use the website for sketchbooks. I think it's a great example. This website is for students to learn from and grow from. If you don't have the money to travel to major museums, outside of your local museums, this is a great opportunity to study art history. So, okay, hope you enjoyed that, and we'll continue on with the drawing lessons. Thanks a lot.